Hey folks, I thought I'd just do this little video for you to talk to you about depression and antidepressants, and really how to avoid taking them. I mean, I've never taken any Prozac. I've had St John's wort, which is a natural antidepressant, if you like, in the past, when things are, well, my sister actually recommended it. It is good. I just bought some little drop things, you put it in water, and I must admit it just calms you out when things are getting very stressed. But it seems to me that quite a lot of people are being prescribed quite a lot of antidepressants at the minute. I'm talking Prozac. I bumped into someone the other day and they were really, really down. They've been taking them for 6 months, so it's proof they don't work. And they said to me, the washing machine man had been round and he was talking to the washing machine man about it, and the washing machine man said, oh yes, I'm on them. A lot of people seem to be on them, which is a worry, because for one thing, it's turning us all into a whole world full of zombies. For another thing, it's all going into the water supply, and they don't work. So what can we do about it? Well, basically, two things, I believe. Well, there's three things. This is my sort of, antidote, if you like, for getting depressed. Point one, feel grateful. If you keep reminding yourself of everything that you're grateful for, you'll find that you feel a whole lot better. People say, oh, well, it doesn't make you feel better. Well, actually, it does. If you keep, because the emotion follows the thought, and that is just so simple that you can test it and it just works. If you think to yourself all the time, oh, isn't it awful, isn't it awful, isn't it awful, then you're going to feel down. But you try it. If you start thinking grateful all the time, don't dwell on the negative. It is just so simple. It's the glass half empty, glass half full scenario. Point one. Point two, emotional freedom technique. Now, I had a situation after I bumped into this depressed friend. Actually, it did make me, I don't know if I absorbed some energy from them, probably, because it clings in your emotional body. And then there's another situation that sort of got me down a bit, which before this I was sort of coping with it, just not thinking about it. And now I was thinking about that situation, and I couldn't really shake it off. Not talking to the bumping into the depressed friend, something else. And after a couple of days, I bumped into the friend on Saturday, and by Tuesday I was feeling quite done in. I thought, this isn't me. I don't touch water to normally, get down. And I thought, what am I going to do here? So I did emotional freedom technique on myself, 10 minutes. Cleared it. It's just brilliant. That's what it stands for. EFT stands for emotional freedom technique. Because if you've got something that does your brains in, if you are carrying emotional baggage, and let's face it, we all do get hurt. It's when you get hurt by someone, really. So that's what gets me. Anyway, maybe some people worry about money. I don't really. Not that I've got loads of money, certainly not. But I just think, oh, whatever, it's only money. But it's personal things, isn't it, that upset me. If someone's upset you, or you feel, whatever, it gets you down. But this is a brilliant tool. I won't say in this video what you do, but basically, I think I've done a video in the past that I'll link it to this one. It's just a simple tool. There'll be loads of YouTube videos of how to do it. So that's the second thing. And the third thing that I think makes a difference as well, back to the water. I mean, we don't want to drink all these chemicals and everything that's in the water, and let's face it, there are loads of chemicals in the water. And I would like to invest at some point in time into one of those distillers. But until then, I have to make do with a water filter. Now, this is my water filter jug, but this is what I think makes a difference as well. I don't know if you can see. You see there, I've stuck labels on the front of it and on the back of it. I made a little label on the computer, double-sided. But you just print words on the computer and stick them back to back. And I've just stuck this on with sellotape. And on the other side, there's the label there too. And on the label it says love, peace, harmony, contentment. And inside the water jug, I don't know if you can see, but the words are on the inside. So the water is looking at the words. Now, if you've looked at sort of stuff about water, then you can influence water a lot with things like giving it nice vibes. And just, I believe that by just sitting there with those words, it energises it. And then I use that filtered water for everything, well, most of the time, unless if we just haven't filled it up, then we might have the odd splash of water out the kettle for sort of, you know, for boiling something on the, but mostly I try and use always this water, and I'm sure that helps as well. Because you're drinking and you're taking into your body and you know, something that's been nicely harmonised. So that's just my tips really, tips for how to avoid Prozac, because it's definitely not the answer. So in a nutshell, it's grateful, feel grateful. It's emotional freedom technique. If you cleanse your emotional body of emotional debris that you pick up along the way. And thirdly, try the old stickers on a water jug. And don't resort to the Prozac. So yeah, I just thought I'd do this little video. Thanks then folks. Bye.